that's off.
Oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Facebook. Just real brief. I took the day off. I got to get some maintenance done on my car. Right now, me and Brother General is moving our power washing van in front of the house. Just prepping for the activity of the summertime. But I want to just briefly address an issue that is concerning the children in Philadelphia, and in particular the schools. 17 schools across PA, right? Philadelphia, PA, closed yesterday because of extreme heat and the accusation that they didn't have any air conditioning, right? That's just unacceptable. I think that in a city as large as ours, with the expense account that it has, with so many successful entrepreneurs, sports figures, and therefore inside of our community, that 17 schools that shut down because the heat in them was so high that it was a danger to kids, should be addressed. It's a tax write-off. More importantly, because these kids wasn't in school, they were subjected to being outside in that heat. And, if kids being kids, if they get arrested and then they're put into holding pens, which is far hotter than the schools. For any of us who's ever been inside the criminal justice system, we know those places have cold air in the winter and hot air in the summer. So you don't have air conditions for a person inside of school to attend, and then you subject our children to be out of school and lose all that precious time in school and learning, to be subjected to extreme temperatures in the street and possibly put into juvenile facilities, because kids being kids, they don't have anything to do. And there's nothing for kids to do downtown. So I think that this is something that should be addressed. We got Wallow and Gilly. They do a lot of work for the kids. I've seen Jalen Hurts and my man Saquon Barkley. I see they do a lot of kids. The Philadelphia Eagles, the Sixers. Embiid and them donated a lot of money to Nomo. Nomo did, and hopefully is still doing a lot of works for the kids. There's too many people in Philadelphia that do philanthropy for our kids to potentially be suffering in this manner. I'm giving a shout out and a call to everybody that's out there to help with this. 2 industrial air conditioners should be enough to satisfy an entire school, let alone if you can put 10 small air conditions in a particular school, throughout 17 schools. That's nothing. A $50,000 donation should be enough to satisfy the need of all the schools. And let's go a step further. Let's see if we can raise $100,000 to put air conditioners in all of the schools. I'm quite sure we can do something, right? If not, then what does that say about us and what we care about our youth? This is my thought for the day, and I pray that it reaches the ears that it needs to, and if it doesn't reach them directly, then my hope would be that someone who hears this, to have direct contact with the individuals who are in a position to influence the right individuals to help and aid financially. I'm struggling. I would pay for it myself if I had the money. That these individuals will get this message into their ears so that this will not happen again. whether it's air conditioners that's needed, whether it's heaters that's needed in the wintertime, or it's a cafeteria fully stocked with healthy food for our children, you know what I mean, or textbooks and, you know, laptops or tablets that they need in order to do the study. Whatever our children need to further their education and to have them in places of learning where it's conducive to that, then I think that we should come together as a community and without question make sure that occurs. This is Joshua Sadi. This is my morning conversational, and I'm reaching out to everybody, you know, everybody, irregardless to, you know, race, class, color, or belief. You know what I mean? Our kids need this, and we need to come together for it. Assalamu alaikum and salam alaikum.